Hello everyone, welcome to the session. I'm Sudeshna, Assistant Professor of CSC Department. In this session, I would like to continue this page replacement algorithm topic from operating system course. Now, in the previous video, we have seen FIFO page replacement algorithm and we have seen its drawback called Belady's anomaly. Now, in this video, let's see the remaining page replacement algorithm. So let's start with the second page replacement algorithm, that is called as optimal page replacement algorithm. Now let's see what does this algorithm says. Now it is saying that it will replace the page that will not be used for longest period of time. So means in future whichever page is not going to be used, that will be replaced here. And let's see how it is done with an example. So we are given with a reference string here and we are given with 3 frames here. Now we have to store these pages in the frames using this optimal page replacement criteria. So it will replace a page that will not be used for longest period of time. So it means that you have to see in future whether you are going to use that page or not. If you are using that page, you should not replace that page here. Now let's see how it is done. Now just observe, first is the 7th page. It is not already there in the memory, so it's a page fault, so I'll save that in the first one. Now say 0 is not there, so I'll save it, it was a page fault. Next 1 is not there, so I'll save it 701, it's a page fault. Now next is 2. Now to place 2 out of these 3, I should remove one of them. Now which one you will remove means, let's see which one is not used in future. Means whichever is not used in future you have to check. Now just observe 701. 0 is immediately used and 1 is used at the end, but 7 is never used in future, so you can remove this 7. So in place of 7 I'll write 2, so it is 201, so it was a page fault. Now next thing is 0. 0 is already there, it's not a page fault, so it is 201. Next is 3. 3 is not there, it's a page fault. Now to place 3 out of these 3, whichever is not used in future, that you have to remember, or else whichever is not used for the longest period of time. So after 3, 0 immediately you have used and 2 is used after 0. Means 1 is the one which is used for the longest period of time, that is at the end. So you can remove 1. So it will be 203. Next is I want to place 0. It is already there. It's not a page fault. So it is 203. Next is I want to place 4. Means out of these 3, remove the one which is longestly used. Means to place 4. See here, immediately after 4 you are using 2. So you can't remove. Next after 2 you are using 3. Immediately. So you can't remove 3. So the last one is 0. So remove 0. So it will be 2, 4, 3. It was a page fault. Likewise, the next one is 2. 2 is already there in the memory. It's not a page fault. So it is 2, 4, 3. It's not a page fault. Next thing is 3. Again 3 is not a page fault because 3 is already there. So it is 2, 4, 3. It's not a page fault. Next is 0. So 0 you have to place out of these 3, whichever is not used in future you have to see. But if you'll observe, this is the last of your string. So what you have to do is, you just remove which was like first come first serve. So whichever came into this frame, remove that first. So 4 came first, so remove that 4 here. Not 4, sorry, 3 came first, so 3 is continuously there, so 3 is the first one which came first, so remove 3. So it is 240, so it's a page fault. Next is 1. Now to place 1, remove the one which came first. So after 3, who came first? Okay, okay, sorry, in the previous step 2 came first, so in place of 2 you will place 0 and it will be 0, 4, 3. So this is the first next step. And then we have to place 1. So 2 is over, the next one to come is 3. So in place of 3 I'll place 1, so it is 0 4 3. So this is a page fault. So this is how you have to check the longest period of like page which will be used for longest period of time in future. If not, first come first serve, that is first in first out. Now the number of page faults are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So you have 8 here. This is optimal page replacement algorithm, and this is the one which has lowest number of page faults. So that's why it is called as optimal page replacement algorithm. Now let's see the next one. Next we are going to discuss about is LRU page replacement algorithm. Now LRU, that is full form is least recently used. Now the above one was like it was seeing in future, where in future whether you are using that page or not. Based on that it was replacing. If you are not using for the longest period of time, you are just replacing that. This is the actually drawback of this optimal page replacement algorithm, because you need to have the future knowledge of that particular string. So that is a drawback. So that drawback is like overcome by the next one, that is called as LRU page replacement algorithm. So in this algorithm what is happening is, instead of having your knowledge of future reference string, it is just enough what you have used in the previous, that is in the past. So based on that you can use page replacement algorithm. Now just here what it is replacing: replace the page that has not been used for longest period of time. Not been used means in the past you are checking. Now let's take the same reference string. Let's see how it is done. Now 7 is not there, it's a page fault, so I'll place it. Next 0 is not there, it's a page fault, so it is 7 0. Next is 1 is not there, so it is 7 0 1. So these are the 3 page faults that we got in the beginning. Next thing is I want to use 2. Now I want to place 2. Now out of this 7 0 1, 1 should be removed. So which one you'll remove means from 2 go in the backward direction, which is used for the longest period of time. So 1 is immediately used, 0 is used, and the longest one is 7. So remove 7. In place of 7 you place 2. So it will be 2 0 1. It was a page fault. Next is 0. 0 is already there, it's not a page fault, so it is 2 0 1. Next is 3. So you have to place 3. So 0 is used, 2 is used, 1 is used the longest time. So 1 should be replaced. So it is 2 0 3. So it's a page fault. Now 0 is already there, it's not a page fault, so it is 2 0 3. Next 4, I should place 4. Now out of these 3, which one is longestly used? 0 is used immediately, 3 is used immediately, but 2 is used after these two numbers 0 and 3. So replace 2 with 4. So it will be 4 0 3. It's a page fault. Next 2. Out of 4 0 3, 4 immediately, 0 immediately, but 3 is the longest one. So replace 3. So it is 4 0 2. So it's a page fault. Next is 3. Out of 4 0 2, 2 is immediately used, 4 is used, 0 is the longest one. So replace 0. So it is 4 3 2. It's a page fault. Next is 0. So out of 4 3 2, 3 is here used, immediately 2, last one is 4. So replace 4. So it will become 0 3 2. It's a page fault. Next is 1. Out of 0 3 2, 0 is here, 3 is here, 2 is here. So it means 0 3. In place of 2 I'll place 1. So it's a page fault. So total number of page faults you have here is 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So you have 10 page faults here. Now the drawback of this is it may to implement this least recently used algorithm, we need some hardware support. Why? Because you need to save the previous string, and you need to see how many times it is used, which one is recently used, which one is longest recently used, and so on. You have to maintain that account, so that to keep track of that counting, you need some hardware resistance. So for that hardware resistance, we are using two methods. The first one is using counters. Now let's see what is that. Using counters means a counter will be there which will be keeping track of all the numbers, all the pages, how many times it was called, how many times it was used, how many times it is not used, and so on. So counters is one method, and the other method is called a stack, where the recently used element will be on top of stack, and longestly used one will be at the bottom of stack. Means the least recently used will be at the bottom, recently used will be at the top of that. Then you have to remove the element which is there at the bottom of the stack. Now how you'll do that means you have to use a linked list, that is double linked list, for implementing the stack. In that case it will be easy for us. So these are the two ways to implement the LRU algorithm. Now there is another algorithm that is called as LRU approximation page replacement algorithm. Now this algorithm is the fourth one, which is which is an enhanced one of the previous algorithm, that is LRU page replacement algorithm, that is least recently used page replacement algorithm. Now in this we have two again. In LRU approximation we have two. First one is called as second chance algorithm. Now let's see what is the second chance algorithm. Now here for every page we'll use a reference bit. Reference bit will be having two values, either 0 or 1. So 0 indicates that the page is never used, or else it is never been accessed, whereas 1 indicates that the page was used before. So every page will have a reference bit value, either 0 and 1. 0 means it is not used, 1 means it is used. Now when we are replacing a page, you should replace a page which is never used, means whose value is 0. So don't touch the page whose value is 1. Imagine that if all the page values are 1, then you have to take first in first out. But if you have zeros and ones, you have to take out the one which has 0 first. Now let's see one example here. Now if you'll observe, these are the pages. Now here there is a page called 4 whose value is 0, and 2, 6, 7 values are 1. Means these three pages were recently used, whereas fourth page is not used anytime. So I want to insert a new element into this frame, but it is not empty. So what I'll do is I'll remove the data of a page whose value is 0. So to remove this, I can't remove because it is a queue and it is in the middle of the queue. So what I have to do is I should bring this at the end of this queue. How you'll bring that means, actually if you will follow the procedure, you should remove 6, but 6 should not be removed because it is already used once. So I am giving it a second chance. So I am not immediately removing that. I am giving it a second chance. It means that I will remove this 6 and I will place it above 7. So it will go to the head of the 7, and I will make this value 1 as 0 now, means second chance. So 6 will come on above 7. 7 will not be disturbed because it is above this 4 only. Only 6 will be changing. Now again 2 will come at the end. So I can't remove 2 also because its value is 1. So I'll give a second chance. So that will be moved on top of 6 now. So this is how it will look. Now if 6 and then 2 will go up, the least that is the last one will become now 4. So your queue will become like this. 4 will be here, above that 7, above that 6, and above that 2. If you'll observe, 2 and 6 values are now changed to 0 and 0 because they are moved to the top of another end of queue, and if they are given the second chance, that's why their values are 0 now. Otherwise they can be removed immediately because this is the last element of the queue, but instead of removing immediately, it is given a second chance, so it is going to the other end of the queue. Now here I'll pop out this element, that is I'll remove the element which is there at this end of the queue, and after removing this I'll have some empty space, so I'll move out all this down and then I'll push the new element here. So this algorithm is called a second chance algorithm, where you'll replace a page whose reference bit is 0. So this is one LRU approximation algorithm. Now let's see the second LRU approximation algorithm. So that is called as enhanced second chance algorithm. Now what is enhanced second chance algorithm means? It is same like our second chance algorithm, but here it will maintain 2 bits for each page, where in that one bit is called as reference bit, the other bit is called as modify bit. Now reference bit and modify bit. Now using these two values as a pair, it will assign the values to each page, and based on the values of each page, based on these two values of each page, it will decide which place to be replaced by the new one. Now just see here all of you, if the reference bit is 0 and modify bit is 0, that is if the pair is 0 and 0, it means that reference bit is 0 means it is not used, and modify bit 0 means it is not modified. So not used and not modified means this is the best page to replace. Next is 0 and 1 means this it is not used but it is modified, then it is not quite as good to replace that. Next, similarly 1 and 0 means used but not modified, so it may be used again soon, so don't replace such page. Similarly 1, 1 means it was used and it was modified. It means, what does it mean is, it was used, and modified means it is to some extent it was used. Now it should be saved onto the disk. After that only you can replace that page. Imagine that it is not written into the disk, it is like temporary, so you can't replace that page. So out of these 4 options, the best page to replace is 0, 0. So this is called as enhanced second chance algorithm. So let's recall what we have learned in this session. We have learned some page replacement algorithms like optimal. Next is LRU, and then LRU approximation. In LRU approximation we have seen second chance and enhanced second chance, and in the previous video we have learned about FIFO. So I hope everyone understood page replacement algorithms in these two sessions. Thank you all.